Jeremy Clarkson scolded a contestant's "phone a friend" option in tonight's brand new episode of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Jeremy Clarkson returned with a new episode of ITV's Who Wants to Be a Millionaire this evening, and he kicked off the show by welcoming back contestant Jeevan. However, when the player found himself struggling with a question, the Grand Tour presenter hit out as one of his "phone a friend" options and branded his colleague's response dismal. Last week, Jeevan finished the show after his £1,000 run and returned to complete his game this evening. After reaching an impressive £32,000, Jeevan came unstuck with his £64,000 question. The contestant asked Jeremy to set his safety net at £64,000 but needed to answer his question correctly to bank the money. He was asked, "A woman holding aloft a shining torch is the logo most associated with which film production company?" His options were Columbia, Touchstone, Paramount and Orion. Jeevan immediately told Jeremy his gut instinct was Columbia, but he wanted to use his "phone a friend" lifeline. Jeremy called up James, who told his friend he was sure the answer wasn't Paramount and could be Columbia. However, when pushed to reveal how confident he was, James noted he was only 40% certain. Scolding the caller, the former Top Gear host swiped, "What a dismal percentage that is, Columbia, 40%. Jeremy chuckled before adding, "I mustn't laugh because it's an awful position to be in." "Do I use my last lifeline?" Jeevan remarked. "I'm going to go for Columbia." Changing his mind, he quipped, "Am I going to be that idiot who goes out without using all their lifelines?" Jeevan asked Jeremy to call his second friend and colleague, but he ended up being even less sure about the answer. He was adamant Paramount wasn't correct but couldn't choose between the other three options. Luckily, Jeevan decided to go with Columbia and made it to his £64,000 safety net. Sumbi was the next contestant to take part in tonight's episode after being the only one who answered his fastest finger question correctly. Sumbi used one of his lifelines early on for the final question before his £1,000 mark. The contestant set his safety net at £16,000 but went on to win much more with the help of Jeremy. For Sumbi's £64,000 question, he was asked, "What is the only surviving species of bear native to South America?" Luckily, the Grand Tour host knew for certain that the correct answer was spectacled bear.